have the payment. POP means proof of what? And when you go to Bank of Brazil, we use the pay slip that goes with no charge. So make sure you have not yet banked the money. We are going to tell them, give them the cash, and they will take it to the bank. So as what my dear, this money has, some people don't know where they pay. That is why we have emphasized that. So in this, we are emphasizing payment registration system. I've already read in that booklet you are having. Some will skip the page because you never. Where you see use an agent. Now, when you, it doesn't exist, your worship, the mayor. I'm just giving an example. Money. You are paying on behalf of the what? That is why when you read in this book, there's where we use agent. And don't abuse us over the platform. I know you're supposed to be in somewhere primary school. I'm giving an example. No, we have your worship, the mayor. Of the 78 schools, I've given the background, the overall goal, the specific objectives, and our target class. We have also tried to get the syllabus, especially June will be done. So we're going to give you details of the activity timetable. Not all of us are very good at planning, but go back and share with you. We have given you the roles and responsibilities. It's ambiguous. Now, we've given you the roles and responsibilities. The teachers. We have given you the roles and responsibilities. It's ambiguous. Now, we've given you the roles and responsibilities. The teachers. So you would wonder how the head teacher will put on the platform, number 4 is wrong. And you don't say that it is clear. If you don't understand something, it doesn't mean that it is what? Wrong. But most of you are furious. And they lack ethics of social media. There are some humble requests like, our papers are not enough. But then, number 4, what is wrong with number 4? And someone can ask, what is wrong with number 4? I mean, why don't you put what you don't understand? So we try so much. Roles and responsibilities. Chairperson of School Management Committee and PTA supervision. And then resources outcomes. We expect the learner's confidence, better markets to do very well, without excelling and performance are not worth existing. Your parents and learners that we shall do will be ungraded for 20 Ebola, and also to inform the children who have not come back in school. They are not charging. The government schools are there. Those who come to get happiness. Thank you.
I think the last time we met was Umeya, right? And we didn't have them in office yet. They were still campaigning. Now they're in office. Understand where authority comes from. Understand who your inspector is. This business of a politician and an inspector are fighting needs to stop. If we need to see municipal going forward. This business of private schools thinking they are untouchable and they don't allow inspectors in their schools. I think last time I gave you an example of a school that thought they were too big to close an RDC and a DISO and a DPC out of their gates. I wonder where they are right now. Are you in that room? Don't talk. But if I ask you above the law, private schools, we are mandated to monitor and supervise you. The inspectors have free access to your schools, not to bribe them, but like the mayor said, to guide you. But the reason you close them out, most of you are not licensed. Or you license one section and you don't license the other. And because there are things you're hiding, you don't give them access. I request if a school stops you from accessing, give me a call. We shall come, the two of us, with the DPC. And the private schools that have raised children from P1, and then when you get to P6, because you want grades, you look for our hallelujah. Am I preaching the gospel according to? You now look at our government schools and you send those children. You groomed them from the beginning. You've run away from grooming them, from helping them, from supporting them. And then at the last minute, you're selling. Because you get into these arrangements with our schools. True or false? You get into those arrangements with our government schools. Do you know what that does to a child? That my friends are going to class, me I'm going to a new school. You've already termed that child a failure. You've already termed that child a failure by discriminating them. Can we avoid that habit in the little children? Those marks, I like giving to children because I've not forgotten. I don't know if she will remember me if she met me anywhere today, but I've not forgotten her. So let's stop discriminating. I don't know if you're still doing those things, of even discriminating them, the best performers, the mediocres.
In streams.
In streams.
No, it's outdated.
Is it outdated?
Yeah.
Even in government schools, why do you in our time we used to feel special because I'm in the performing class. And when results come, the one in the last has performed better than the one that was in the best stream. You're discriminating this child from day one. What do you expect?
Discrimination. Put them according to
It's discrimination. If you're saying this is the A, this is the
when
B.
you don't produce even A and B, we give it good names.
So let us stop that. Let's mix. So that's the only way. Because imagine the creamer in one stream. And then the less privileged are in one stream. Who is going to help who? Hallelujah. Today I'm preaching the gospel. So if all the cream de la cream are in one stream, and then you've left the less privileged alone also, meaning the best of the less privileged will help those ones. One is in Canaan, another one is already in Egypt, but they are all taking the same route. God help us. But I think if we need to change, and I think that's why now the competence-based education system comes from. Because now you will not know what is happening. And I think those are some things we need to fight with.
Susan Wamala, chairperson wa Head Teachers Association. Mbebaza olw'okujja okubeera wonaffe nga tuguddewo taamu yaffe. Eno yebadde term 2 beginning Head Teachers meeting. Tubadde wano tulina essanyu lingi nti turn-up yaffe ebadde nungi. 138 head teachers have turned up for this meeting. So we can't take that for granted. Twebaza nti RD Sabadeo, worship the mayor Nayabadeo, principal education officer, and all the other stakeholders. To making such a beginning of term, twogedde ku bintu bingi naye ebintu mpozi biyinza okujjayo ebisingira ddala nti term yaffe eno eriko nnyo activities ezagala okuyamba abaana baffe okukola obulungi. Activity esenga yeno term gye tugenda okukolamu mock. Abaana baffe mu 2025 Emukono municipality registered over 200 ungraded pupils. So twongedde okuteekamu strategy etuyamba obutaddamu kufuna use mu Emukono municipality. Ebintu ebimu byetulowoozezaako okukola right in February twali twakatandika omwaka guno this academic year 2026 twafuna training ey'abasomesa aba P7 kubanga twamanya nti abasomesa ba P7 at this juncture ne bakwatibwako ensonga eno era nebaza ba head teachers twasobola okuweza 542 teachers who turned up for that training. Training yaffe eyo twasobola okuyita aba National Curriculum Development Center. They took us in different subjects. Abasomesa baffe ne bajagala nnyo naye nga basically yali okubawa obukodyo obupya obukozesebwa mu eno curriculum empya gye tuyita competence based. Competence based curriculum tugirabye nti eyamba okusinziira ku bukodyo omusomesa bwakolaki bwalina. Tugenze ne tusanga nga abasomesa bakyali ku bukodyo buli owedda abaana tebeerowooleza kakati obaatuuka mu PLE ebibuuzo ebibabuuzibwa bya opinioni yaabwe ng'abaana could not handle such questions. So it became a challenge. Ne tulaba nti ekibuuzo ng'ekyo bwe kijja musango tekuba ku mwana kiba ku musomesa yakola ki yakimusomesa. Kyova olaba nga mu February twagamba katutraininga abasomesa baffe. Tetwakomaawo ne tugamba engeri gye tunaafolonyamu abasomesa baffe tule nti biba trainings etuba bitadde mu maaso ne tukola gye tuyita joint end of term 1 P7. Era abaana 4,100 municipality they wrote that paper bagikola era ne tubakkiriza abasomesa bamanyakenge ne tubawa marking guide nga tulowooza nti eno pepa banagikola esinziira ku biki bye tubakozeseza ki bye twaba trainingsemu. Ffenna amasomero agali over 400 gandibadde gajja on board. Wakati agamu galaba nga gakola nnyo tegeetaaga kumanya naye ebigezo bino tetuliiwo baana kuyita wabula abaana okutegeera. N'omusomesa gw'olina leero enkya tokola ki tomulina. So kati tubayita bonna bajje on board babeere nga bakola ki nga bajja nga batendinga workshops nga bakola ebigezo ng'ebyo era kyova olaba akatabo kaffe kano eno report gye tuwadde tusobodde n'okuteekamu amasomero ge twebaza agasobola okukola ki okukola ekigezo ekyo byonna tubitegeka to eliminate use kubanga municipality terina kubeera mu mwana ali ungraded. Lwaki tukkiriza nti all the facilities are there. Twebaza nti mu Mukono municipality gavumenti etuwadde ebibiina tewali ssomero lya gavumenti lituula wansi wa muti. Ffenna tulina ebibiina ate nga biri advanced si bye bya bulijjo. Ffenna tulina at least the services ezeetaagisa. So kyetuba tugamba nti aba gavumenti will have no excuse. Ate ekyennaku kye twafuna nti amasomero agasinga okuleeta yo ge baakakola ki ge baakazimbira. So kyetugezaako okubagamba nti ne bwoba olina ebizimbe ebifaanana bitya abaana beba tebakola ki tebayita. So bino ebintu bye bituyamba okulaba nti abaana baffe bakola ki bakola bulungi. Twongedde okukubiriza abakulu b'amasomero okuteekawo SOPs mu masomero okubanga tukyaza abantu batono mu masomero gaffe so that abaana baffe bano bakuumibwa ki bulungi. N'ekirala tulabye ng'abaana abasinga tebannadda nga bawa reason nabadde mpulira chairman wa NRM Mukono municipality ng'aga nti abaana ekiganya okubazza abazadde bamutuukirire ne bamugamba nti amasomero ga gavumenti gasaba essente nnyingi. Njagala okutegeeza abantu bonna nti amasomero ga gavumenti gasaba fees era tukoberera nnyo policy ya gavumenti. Amasomero galiwo okuyigiriza bazadde okubeera babuvunaanyizibwa era essaawa eno kyekala amasomero ga gavumenti kukakasa nti amasomero ga gavumenti gabagamba bugambi kukola ki kubeera baaki babuvunaanyizibwa. Ate bwe nkugamba obuvunaanyizibwa of course ebitabo togenda birondayo buloozi ebitabo
Kolanga Municipal Education Officer. Meeting y'olwaleero yebadde meeting egulawo term. Olwaleero tugikozeemu kikeerezi olwa Ebola Ebola ali mu ggwanga. So twali tulina okulaba nga embeera ekakkanyeemu kyekyo lwaki tubadde nayo leero. Agatalina bisanyizo ge twalambula agamu ne tugayamba agamu ne tugagamba oba tokoze kino na kino na kino toggulawo era ttiimu y'aba inspectors bali mu kutambula balabe bano bwe bagamba obutatandika oba bakoze ekyo oba batandise kubanga twabagamba mu holiday bagana okuggyako abazadde ssente. Tulina amasomero agakeera go buli gakeera oli n'akeera n'atandika butandise oba ttaamu esooka oba ttaamu yakubiri ne mu ttaamu ey'okusatu osanga yagatandise nga tegalina biki nga tegalina bisaanizo. Then n'embeera y'obujama mu masomero nayo tugyogeddeko tusanga amasomero ng'abaana UTI zeeyongedde mu masomero naye kino kiva ku bujama obubeera ennyo mu masomero. So tubagambye bafeeyo nnyo okulaba nga balongoosa toyetisi zaabwe abaana mwe balaga buli kaseera zibeere nga zirongoosebwa sobole ekintu ky'obulwadde okusasanya obulwadde mu baana koma nabisaaniza okuba na bisulo nga tebayina baana walungi abaana we bayina kusula nga basic requirements ne minimum standards we ziragira babiveeko oba babigalewo because kubanga at the end of that day usanga buli omwana wafunira obuzibu mu kisomo ekyakkirizibwa Ministry of Education and Sports nyini ssomero eryo abagenda kufuna obuzibu bungi nnyo. So tubeegayiridde abayina ebisulo nga bamanyi tebiyina kubeerawo babigale kubanga ttiimu era egenda kugenda mu masomero muno masomero ago nga tulondoola ebisulo ebyo bye twagamba okuggalawo. Leka masomero gokka agakkirizibwa okuba n'ebisulo babeere n'ebisulo. Okuva COVID simanyi kikyaliwo abazadde abasinga balowooza abaana ogenda mu international schools oba balowooza yesitayiro abaana okubeera mu international schools. So tufunye obuzibuzibu nga amasomero agasinga ogasanga gagezaako okusomesa international schools naye nga tebalina na curriculum gye basomesa oba gye bali mu kugoberera nga n'abasomesa abali mu kusomesa tebalina bukugu kusomesa curriculum eyo yennyini n'abo bennyini abalina curriculum gye basomesa tebalina basomesa bakugu kusomesa curriculum eyo gye baba basazeewo okukolaki okusomesa. Tulina essomero liri Bajjo ly'Abasudani simanyi lwaki tuba tugenzeeyo tewali gwe tusobola kwogera naye basomesa mu Lusudani communication yonna ina eri wali ya Lusudani. So tufunye obuzibu nga tusobola communicatinga nabo nakumanya biki bye bali mu kusomesa abaana bipange baba ba refugees ndowooza refugee act erikiri ya refugee waba ali mu ggwanga talina status ya kubeera national w'eri eggwanga kati tuli confused nakidisikasinzeko ne bakama baffe abaministry abaddes ne batugaba bagenda kujja batusupportinge tulabe how best tugenda okumaliriza issue kulaba nga tugira issue eyo eri essomero eryo ery'Abasudani eriri Bajjo ingiramu abaana ate era ne UNEB ekikoze bulungi kubanga ebyo biri ku buli mawulire UNEB bebategeeza katuli mu registration katugenze tubongeddeyo ebbanga lino era nsubira buli muzadde akiwulira era nkowoola buli muzadde atannaba kuwandiisa mwana amuleete awandiisibwe ku level yonna eya P7, S4, S6 baleete abaana babawandiise.
The teacher is the focus. It is ended. We want you teachers to make sure that the learner, you model. You make the learners happy. The learners feel that they are in school. Why should you teach theory at this time? That is why they are changing the curriculum very soon. Where is Mr. Mugam? All of us go in to see how the changes are. So if people who have not got chance, make sure that you look for those people who have already gone to see the curriculum change. Some people are there and others go there, but they don't tell you that they are there. Why? They have not yet introduced a new curriculum. But we have a school-based, competence-based curriculum which ministry is about to change, but be patient. If ministry has not enrolled it or piloted it, don't start telling others that you know the curriculum is what? Is changed. But of course we are using the competence-based what? Curriculum. And continue of course telling you that you have to close. We have on 17th, that is
school sanitation and hygiene.
Nogamba goba nayo ka please, the teachers. Sanitation in some schools is lacking. And we are complaining about the UTIs in young children. But it is this generation that are hearing UTIs. And what is the issue? Sanitation and hygiene. We are having those schools where we have cleaners. Those cleaners clean in the morning, and the enrollment is big. When you look at the people, latrine stancy ratio is also very huge. You reach there and you're like, what is happening? The teachers on duty are not bothered. Please, please, please. We are municipality, we are in the town. Let's try as much as possible to improve sanitation and hygiene in our schools. But really, and what you're doing, you don't want even parents to go and see where their children are sleeping from. And we know the policy is very clear. You cannot refuse a parent to go and see where their children are sleeping. So actually, then why do you refuse them? To get people who can clean, or also these children, you can make them to be in position to clean their environment. But you don't just leave. Are you benefiting? No. There has to be zoning. Mayor, there we need your support. Because most of the time it is always the politicians that fail us. But I'm requesting in front of these head teachers, we need your support. There are schools that are operating that don't need to be there. That don't need to be there. Now you look at a school automatically at the end of the day, that child, all those children are going to be dropouts. Performance, compliance with government policies, and holistic development of every learner under our care for God and my.
That you have political antagonisms when it comes to closure of schools. But I would also pray that you send your teams to the field, not only with intentions to close the schools, but to support, to guide, to help. Before we go to the let closure of schools not be the last step of our offices, because for me, I've witnessed it. There are very many schools that have started, like poor schools, where you can't even think that they can come up. But with your guidance, anyway, I want to thank you. They have stepped up and they are now good to go. So let's help these schools to stand. Because when you compare here, I was asking how many government schools. Madam Susan said there are 33 government aided, okay? But when we talked about the primary schools, we started with 250, we went to 300, 400, now you're talking about 800. I am scared. Meaning that regardless of the numerical display, there is a need for the community to have these schools. That's why you have to help them. But doesn't mean that everyone should start up a school. I understand. It doesn't mean that everyone should start up a school. And see those that are viable. The word is viable. The viable ones that we can help, and they help us teach the nation. But also, Madam Aradisi, I know leaders, especially honorable councillors, that go on a routine and inspect schools. I have been fighting with it. Head teachers, don't open gates for politicians, especially councillors, that they have come to check on the schools. No.
I thought you were going to clubs.
Municipality. I just lost my credentials on the way, but I was meant to be a teacher. And I know what it means. Yes, I know what it means. But just of late, I had also cries from Mother Touch. Even before people could be sworn into office, they were councillors, because she won the elections, she went to schools, okay? But at the end of the day, they asked even for transport. Give me the fuel to go back. It looks bad. Okay? It looks bad. It depicts a very bad image to us the leaders. But that now I'm the political head of the municipality, this institution of Emukono municipality, and I understand you, and I respect you, and I want to be professional. Please, help me, don't open for them. Not until they have moved with the team, with the inspector of schools. Yes, they deserve to know what is in schools, but not in the manner they do it.